in the game.
Wow, he just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worry about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now a play fake. Brady. And he fires one incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady going to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
That one complete to Crochet.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Henry up the middle. Oh, what a move. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Buccaneers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. On second down, here's Henry. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Henry, touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive 12 plays in length. So they'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now here come the Ravens. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing now is Brady.
Check down here for Henry. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Travis Jones brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 7-7, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 here.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And taken right on the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Jackson going up top, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Brady now on first down. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, it's caught by Mike Evans. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
On first and 10, here's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Running from the gun with Henry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on the second. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. The quick feet by Jackson. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
The Jackson going to hold on to it again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Here's Jackson to throw. Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Jackson. His throw incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. But they'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Joe Tryon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs ready to take over once again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Brady going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 42. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Now Brady again. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson, and he hits Drake. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Again, Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once. Maybe defensively now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend. The first coming over in London. An early start, though, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The Broncos taking on the Jags. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Then on Sunday night, could this be a preview of Super Bowl 57? Green Bay and Buffalo from Highmark Stadium at 8:20 Eastern Time. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively. And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays trend is continuing here.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Don't give him another inch.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Inside handoff, Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
The 71 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Brady now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Brady.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succo. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The quick feet by Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And 22 more yards there and another first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, Jackson will keep it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They go play action with Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. They come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need full 10 yards on 3rd down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line and continue to get that time?
They were really good on the last drive. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Brady now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. But this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. An option handoff here to Dobbins. 57 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
People across the league got Dobbins picked as one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe can be one of the league's leaders in rushing this season and a true workhorse for the Baltimore backfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the option, here's Drake. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A first down carry for Henry.
Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again to Henry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. Hard throw, incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Brady. Incomplete. But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be
taken down at the 46-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Dobbins once more. And once again, this defense very stout. They stopped it for no gain for the 2nd straight play. They'll try to run with Dobbins. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a 1-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star. I put a star. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. And that is caught, but he will. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play.
How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Throwing, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Delay of game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And some space here. And down he'll go at the 25. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Buccaneers, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.